I want to put up a recording today about what I'm going to call the puzzle principle. Most people like to do puzzles, for example, crossword puzzles and jigsaw puzzles. And what's going on there is really a microcosm of the overall purpose of life. And I'll give you a real world example of how you can use the puzzle principle to make your life better and to make you happier. I guess I'll start with the example. A number of years ago, I moved from one city to another, and I wanted to do the same kind of job that I was doing in my previous city in the new city. And the job was I was working as the night person at a hotel, and I wanted to do the same job in my new city. And I got an interview at a hotel, and I went in and talked to the manager. And I had put on my application that I loved my job. And this manager wanted to ask me about that. I think she was kind of suspicious about that because I think a lot of people today really don't love their jobs. And so she wanted to find out, why would I say that? And I hadn't really thought it through until she asked me that question during the interview. And my answer was, I just told her the truth. I said, when I come in, everything's a great big mess. And by the time I leave, everything's all neat and organized and in one small little packet. You see what's going on there? I think human beings have it's the overall purpose of life is to perfect the universe. That's my theory on that. I have some recordings on my channel here that you could look into to find some more of my thoughts on that, on the purpose of life. So really what that job meant to me was it was like working a puzzle. And every day I got to go in and work a puzzle for 8 hours and get paid for it. And you can apply this situation, this thinking, to all kinds of life situations and transform things that you might find, unlikable into something that's actually kind of fun to do. Another name for this principle might be the clean up on aisle 5 principle. I just thought of two more real-world examples about this. And one is I love to play guitar. And I'm not very good at it because I don't have much musical talent, but I love to practice because I like the process of trying to perfect something. It's the exact same principle as my hotel job. And the third example is sports. I was a springboard diver on the swim team in high school. And I loved going to practice because I loved working on something and trying to perfect it. It's the exact same principle in all three examples I've given you here. The hotel job, playing the guitar, and sports. It's the puzzle principle at work. Listening to this playback, I thought of a fourth example, and that is the example of taking a chapter in a textbook, say you're in a college or whatever, or high school even, and your goal when you attack a new chapter, your goal could be to master that chapter. One of my goals when I was a student was I wanted to master the material such that there was no question the teacher could ask that I couldn't answer. You see what I mean? And again, all four examples I've given you are the puzzle principle at work. I'm going to end this at this point here for today. Goodbye. That recording was made on Friday, and it's now Monday, and I realized that I left out a very important detail in my story about my job at the hotel. The overnight person's job, among other things, the main thing that you have to do is to take the day's paperwork and organize it and print out reports on the computer and everything and get it all ready to go so that when the manager comes in the morning, they can look at what happened yesterday, and they have the paperwork forms a synopsis of the business of yesterday. So that's what I was doing overnight. That's what I meant when I said that I take everything. When I come in, everything's a great big mess. The papers are everywhere and all that. And then by the time I leave, it's all neat and organized and in one small little packet on the manager's desk, ready for them to read and use. So the title of this recording is The Puzzle Principle 2.0. Bye.